Okay, so now that this whole silicone has dried, we need to make a shell over this thing so it can support the flimsy silicone I'm talking about. So right now I'm going to mark where I think I want the plaster bandages to go. And I'm using plaster bandages because it was expensive, because I could have used burlap and plaster and just put the burlap on here and make a shell, or even fiberglass, which actually I've never used it before, so I didn't want to do that. So I decided to go with the plaster bandages. A bit more expensive, but it's going to be a lot quicker. A little overlap. So I'm just going to mark the whole car where I would be putting the plaster bandages. Alright, so here we have the plastered bandages. And over here we have 2.5 more boxes. So yeah, I think I overdid it in ordering, but that's okay. I can always use these things. It's going to be a while. Now I'm going where I put the line. Alright, so I'll continue doing this, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got one side done, so now we got to do the other side, and I'll just do the whole car and I'll be back. Alright, so now I got both sides done, and I'm doing the hood and then the back. Now I did, since this is touching the other plaster, I did put Vaseline all the way around the areas where this plaster is overlapping the dry one so it doesn't get stuck. Alright guys, so here it is. I'm calling it a night. Been at it for 4 hours, and it's not easy cutting the bandages by yourself and applying them by yourself. It's quite a task. Again, it's Monday today, the 19th. Alright, so far so good. Alright, cool. Okay, so there's one section. Yes! Here we go. Nice. Okay, so I had to reinforce it with some plaster bandages in the areas here because again, this came out thick, but not certain areas. So again, see, there we go. You think it's thick enough, but it's not. So when you try to pry it open or move them around, the plaster bandages just, bent because they were not thick enough. But no problem. I think I got it set where I can use it because this is only a one-time thing anyways. So let's get the silicone off the... Okay, so I had to reinforce it with some plaster bandages in the areas here because again, this came out thick, but not certain areas. So again, see, there we go. You think it's thick enough, but it's not. So when you try to pry it open or move them around, the plaster bandages just, bent because they were not thick enough. But no problem. I think I got it set where I can use it because this is only a one-time thing anyways. So let's get the silicone off the... So I had a pen in my pocket and I got it leaked. So I got to change the shirt. So... as you can tell, it's very flimsy. That's why it's very important to have that shell for this to keep its shape. Alright, so now I just took the car down, put the shell on top of the plywood here, put in the silicone. Okay guys, so it's Tuesday and my schedule didn't work out as I planned. I had all kinds of things going on during the weekend, so I didn't really work much on it. Yesterday I didn't work on it at all. But here I am, 6:20 in the morning, Tuesday, and let's get this resin going. Now I do want to give a shout out to Joshua Workman. He gave me advice on how to use this Bondo fiberglass resin, and because look him up. He does great work. He does Iron Man suits and all kinds of stuff, so it's kind of I figured he's the guy to ask. So thank you, Joshua, for the advice, or else this would not be happening. Anyway, so I tested this out. Now this is the resin part, and here's the fiberglass mat, and this one actually comes in, well, let's see, I mean it's easier, I guess, to put in the crevices. So we'll get this stuff going, and I hope I bought enough. And I did do a test because I've never used this before, so I tried it out, and here we go. Here's the test that I did. I brushed on the resin and then I added the fiberglass. And I did two things. This part here, from here down, is 3 layers. From here up, it's 2 layers. Just to get a feel of how durable or hard this thing can get. And let me tell you, just 2 layers of it, I mean, it's really hard. So 2 layers of this would be good enough. But I'm gonna go with 3. I mean, listen, 3 is super hard. So this is cool, very exciting. 10 drops of the hardener per ounce of resin. So, if you do 1 ounce of resin, it's 10 of these drops. Okay, so I measured here 8 cups, so that's 80 drops. And instead of counting 80 drops all the time, I did it on this little sippy cup. Well, not a sippy cup, one of those little cups. And it's actually right down here, the 80 drops. So next time I'll just fill it up to here. It'll be a lot quicker than counting 80 drops. Mix that in there. Make sure I get some resin in there. All the little crevices. Alright, so far I have this thing. Now I don't think I was able to get all the nice detail way in there, because it was kind of, even though I I separated the fibers. Alright guys, so here it is. A little bit behind with all my other stuff, my regular job and family. I wasn't able to work on this for a day or two, and that kind of sucks, so I'm running out of time now. I mean, everybody arrives on Friday, and here we are, Wednesday, 1:30 in the morning. So tomorrow I take this guy out of here, and I know I'm going to need a lot of work to smooth out some things. Cleanup to do, and some Bondo work, a lot of Bondo work. Okay, so let's start using the Bondo, and little by little. And I have some detail here, but I'm all covering it up, but oh well. Alright, so here's the Bondo, and I'm going to start sanding it. Now, it's very interesting, when I put this sucker on, I didn't realize it was kind of upward, and I don't know why. So this was up compared to it being down, and no matter how much I push down, it would not go down anymore. So this makes this guy look like it's shooting up towards the air, towards the sky. So that kind of sucked. But if it's going to be all black, hopefully it won't be as noticeable. But side view, yeah, you see like this guy is, well, like the Batmobile is a little bit excited. So, oh well, hey, what can I do? I mean, this I'm running out of time. It's going to be all ghetto, but hey, you know, it's something. Alright, let's get it as smooth as possible, and I'm sure it's not going to be that smooth, but at least it'll look like the Batmobile. Maybe all warped and stuff, but it'll be kind of cool looking. Alright guys, I ran out of time. I mean, I can't work anymore on this thing. If I want my grandson to have it, I just have to just paint it black. There's a lot of dents and everything on there. A lot of work needs to be done to it still, but I just need to get it going. And so this will have to be a continued project, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it on YouTube, even though it's not completely done the way I wish it was. But this one gave you an idea of how I went about it, and you know, the way it looks now, actually, it looks kind of like those stunt prop cars that you see in Universal Studios, all banged up and ugly. So kind of cool, I guess. But again, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it as is. I'll set the video up as is, so you can at least see the whole process. But anyways, here it is. So again, it looks pretty bad looking, but you know, I mean, like I said, there was really no time to finish it the way I wish I could. I think I would probably have needed, I don't know, maybe a month to really make it look good. But anyway, alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and Ricardito, this is for you. All ghetto looking, but was made with a lot of sweat and love. Love you.